Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker and members, this last week, the University of Oregon issued a request for proposal that will dramatically alter its apparel licensing program. It provides an unattainable target for all except the largest national apparel players and a very short time in which to respond. It will have direct impact on 100 small businesses and maybe as many as all 400 of their apparel licensees. Let me give you just two examples that I'm familiar with. Canby's T-line design has had a 12-year relationship with the U of O. They have 30 employees. They estimate the loss of this contract will result in 2 to 4 of their employees being dismissed and 10% or $375,000 of revenue lost. Or let's take the example down in Eugene, Triangle Graphics. They have a 20-year relationship with the licensing of apparel. They anticipate a whopping 25% loss. And you might want to consider the impact that it will have on the other 98, or maybe all 400 in some ways. Providing university apparel through a single-source licensee is becoming a national trend. But I think there are issues that are being raised about questions of suppressing competition and potentially violating antitrust laws. On the positive side, their argument is that projected revenues of $14 million in royalties will be improvement over the $9 million current. But I would ask you, my colleagues, at what price? A huge price, I would suggest, to 100 businesses like T-Line and Canby. And all of us represent small communities like Canby. You know, in the scheme of things, 2 to 4 jobs isn't a lot of jobs. But in a local community of 9,000 people where most of them commute out of town to even have a job, 2 to 4 jobs is a huge loss and difficult job to replace. But let's multiply that times the other 98 that I didn't mention. And suddenly I think it becomes a very significant impact that maybe we all want to think about and take pretty darn seriously. What will be the loss in your communities? And at another level, what will be the loss in revenue to our state and to taxes? And what about the trickle-down impacts? And what will be the impact during our fragile recovery? I find it a surprising way to treat the taxpayers who contribute so much to the University of Oregon. This is a short-sighted and disappointing way to treat Oregon businesses and Oregon taxpayers. Thank you for your time.